Vick. Buying time to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Michael Vick. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to work. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got a 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line. Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Man open, Rice. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. From the 35 on 2nd down. Tannehill flushed out right. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
45's the mic. Hey, pick your game up. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, check mic 45. Check mic 45. Let's pick it up. It's out.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
You got nothing. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. From the 38, Vick eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. No score after one on EA Sports. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, Vick. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Vick, 3rd and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver.
At the 16-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Let's go, D.
Protein spell. Smooth. Snap.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On third down, Vick. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing, Vick, escaping the pressure right. He's going to air this thing out deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Tannehill now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Again, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's Vick following the interception. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Vick. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Vick to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey, exit. 54, right there, right there.
Tannehill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
It's taken to the 26. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams...
That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards. They come out here in the eye. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
X3. 218, chop. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Vick operating on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick forced out to his left. And that's complete to McCaffrey. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vick steps away to his left. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Vick escaping the pressure right. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 43.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go out. Here we go. Get.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check, check. Lucky. Now.
Here's Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Michael Vick. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian McCaffrey with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching